So I've been a pastor for 20 years, and let me give you one encouragement and one concern, because it's not all concerns. It's easy for us to think everything's worse, but I think at least the circles I travel in, PCA and conservative SBC and other Baptist groups and Presbyterian groups, I think the encouragement is, I think by and large, most guys come out of seminary and are kind of neck of the woods saying, I want to do expositional preaching. And MacArthur's influence is a big part of that, and so are a lot of other guys. They come out and they say, I want to go through verse by verse books of the Bible. So we should not take for granted that people want to do this. This is not what every church does. This is not what people have done. But this legacy from the Reformers and from the Puritans and from modern day men that we would look up to, I see at least the people I have coming to me in seminary, I don't need to convince them that you're going to preach through verses of the Bible, you're going to do expositional preaching, and that's what their churches expect them to do. So I think that's good, and I think that's a good trajectory, and I think conferences and pastors and books and others have modeled that. So if there's a concern, it's that it's easier to say we're committed to that than to doing that. And hopefully I'm not part of the problem here, but I sometimes say there are preachers who are conference preachers and congregational preachers. And by that I mean there are guys who, and I'm not even saying that it's bad what they do at a conference, but you might see what they do at a conference and it's big and it's brash and it's got a ton of personality and it can fill up a room when thousands of people are engaged with it, and it's just got story. And it's not actually the sort of preaching that you can do or frankly should do week after week in a local congregation. So I am concerned sometimes that we give people the model, or even really good people that we love, preachers that we love, who are so uniquely gifted in the way they do preaching and fit so much with their personality. And they would even say, you don't have to preach just like me. So I'll just say, Piper, Keller, these guys are uniquely gifted. We've benefited from many of their sermons. And yet, if you go into ministry thinking, I'm going to be the next whoever this person is, rather than developing your own, as truth through personality, developing your own set of gifts, and in a sustainable way that plods along through the text week after week. So I want to see young men going into ministry who are excited about expositional preaching and the plodding grind of it. Okay, I'm going to do this. And you know what? Most weeks are going to seem rather ordinary, rather plain, just like you don't remember the meal your mom cooked 23 years ago on a particular day, but you know what? You remember that you were fed. And that's what a lot of our preaching is like.